demise of my 25-year marriage could have been financially motivated, so would it kill you to buy a fucking CD? Get me blown again? So this is by request from Mickey Brown. A long time ago. It was one of the first kind of bits I ever did before the movie, before the Rick Rubin stuff, and I was always fully aware of what a badass Johnny Cash was, you know. Because growing up as a kid, all I really gave a shit about was rock and roll, and my scholastics suffered accordingly, but there was one, you know, it was years later that I grew to appreciate the other, you know, I think rock and roll is an American art form, but it comes from some other American art forms like blues and country and jazz, you know, that's kind of that little soup made all that stuff happen. But it's, you know, you get older and I was the British invasion that initially captured me, and then I was like, oh, where did these guys get their shit? And that's when but there was one country record that just always drove me crazy, and that was Johnny Cash live in Folsom Prison. There was something about it that just seemed incredibly rock and roll to me, you know, and I'm not trying to glamorize prison, I'm not trying, but I just did love the fact that I could sense it even back then as a 12, 13-year-old kid that here was a man giving these people their dignity back. You know, the warden and the guards, it's their job to take these people's humanity away from them on a day-to-day basis. And for 90 minutes, you know, some of those guys hadn't laughed or cheered in years. I mean, they were lifers, some of them, you know? It's a wild thing that he did that, you know? And he got to that line, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die, which is a pretty evil fucking line if you think about it. I don't think Biggie Smalls ever came up with anything quite that evil. I mean, really, it's not because he stole anything from you, your girlfriend, or he just wants to watch the fucker die. I mean, that's a pretty evil line, you know? And you hear about 12 guys in the back who, you know, as I say, haven't cheered in years. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. You hear about 12 guys go, yeah! So for those of you out there, Billy, that have a little anti-authoritative slant to you, take forth with a big yee-haw when I get to that line. As I say, it's a spiritual thing, brings us closer as a glue, and tonight we do it for the memory of a man in black. I hear the train coming around me. I ain't seen no sunshine since I don't know when I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time is dragging on. And I hear that lonesome whistle all down the sand and when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that down in car. I got them drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. For those people, keep moving, and that's what tortures me. If they free me from that prison, if that railroad power's mine, go on moving on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that go some whistle. I let that go some whistle. I let that go some whistle. Blow my blues away. Out of all you guys, I got outside. Let's see you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming out. We'll be here every Friday night from 6 to 10. We do an open mic night.